Heroes never win. You should have known that by now. What are you doing here, pretty? This isn't the place for precious beings like you. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And today's video is When Healer Wayan Heals Villains Kiribaku. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And let's get going. The night air bites at your skin as you walk through the abandoned district, hands shoved deep into your pockets. Most people avoid this area after dark, but you've never been most people. Fear feels like a distant concept when you've spent years feeling nothing at all, just that hollow ache where warmth should be, where a father's presence should have filled the spaces between your ribs. A scream splits the silence. Your feet stop moving. Logic says to turn around, to pretend you heard nothing, but something pulls you forward. Curiosity, maybe. Or perhaps it's that same self-destructive impulse that brings you to places like this in the first place, when normal people are safe in their beds. The sound leads you to a half-collapsed building, its basement entrance yawning open like a mouth. You descend the crumbling stairs, each step careful and deliberate. The screaming has stopped by now, replaced by desperate wet pleading that makes your stomach turn, not from disgust, but from recognition. You know that voice, the hero from Channel 6, the one your father worked with sometimes, the one who smiled too wide for the camera and never looked at civilian casualties as anything more than statistics. You'd seen him on TV just last week, accepting some medal while your father stood in the background, always in the background, always choosing the spotlight over coming home. Please, the hero chokes out, blood bubbling at the corner of his mouth. Someone, anyone. His eyes haven't found you yet. You're still cloaked in shadow, frozen at the bottom of the stairs. But you see them, the two figures standing over him, like avenging angels, or perhaps demons. Blood drips from their bodies, painting abstract patterns on the concrete floor. You recognize them instantly. The blonde one with eyes like explosions, wild and fierce. The other with red hair that catches the dim light. Softer features but no less dangerous. Your father had come home with cracked ribs after facing them 6 months ago. He'd still left for patrol the next morning. The blonde crouches down, and his voice is rough gravel when he speaks. Heroes never win. You should have known that by now. The words hang in the air for one perfect moment before the red-haired one moves, and then the hero's bleeding stops forever. The silence that followed is absolute, broken only by your own heartbeat thundering in your ears. You should run, you should scream, you should literally do anything except for what you do next. You're bleeding, you say, stepping into the light. Two pairs of eyes snap to you instantly. The blonde's hands ignite with small, crackling explosions. The red-haired one's skin begins to harden, taking on a stone-like quality. They're ready to kill you. You can see it in the tension of their bodies, the way they've positioned themselves between you and the exit. But something makes them pause. Maybe it's the flatness in your voice, or the way you're looking at them without fear, without judgment, just observation. Clinical and detached, as if you're commenting on the weather, rather than standing in a room with a corpse and its killers. The blonde's explosions sputter out. He tilts his head, studying you with an unsettling intensity. When he speaks, his voice is different than it was moments ago. Still rough, but colored with something that might be curiosity. What are you doing here, pretty? This isn't the place for precious beings like you. The endearment should sound mocking, but it doesn't. It sounds almost genuine, which is somehow worse. You don't know me, though. You reply evenly. Your feet carry you closer, drawn by that same pull. You raise your hand slowly. palm up, non-threatening. Can I see the wound? You're asking the blonde one, whose jacket is torn and dark with blood, near his shoulder. He should laugh at you, or he should kill you for witnessing what you've seen, for having the audacity to approach him like he is not dangerous, like he is not covered in another person's blood. Instead, he smirks. It's sharp and challenging, but there's intrigue in his eyes, crimson and burning with interest. He shrugs out of his jacket and extends his arm to you without hesitation, as if offering yourself to a stranger in a murder scene is perfectly reasonable behavior. You take his arm gently, turning it to examine the gash that cuts across his bicep. It's deep, angry, and you can still see the seeping blood. Behind the blonde, you can see the red-haired one watching intently. His own injury is visible now. Bruises blooming across his jaw, cuts along his forearms that he hasn't bothered to address. This is really bad. You murmur, wrapping your fingers around the blonde's arm. His skin is warm, feverish from cues. Hold still. Your hand begins to glow, soft pink light emanating from your palm and spreading across his skin. The blonde's eyes widen, and the red-haired one steps closer, watching as flesh knits itself back together under your touch. Blood flow stemming, skin smoothing, until there's nothing left but clean, unmarred muscle. Holy shit. The blonde breathes. His free hand comes up to touch where the wound was, fingers pressing against whole skin, as if he can't quite believe it. I'm a healer. You finish quietly, releasing his arm. Your eyes shift to the red-haired one. You're next. The red-haired one glances at his companion, some silent conversation passing between them, and then he's moving forward, offering his arms to you, with a small, almost shy smile that seems completely at odds with what you've just witnessed. I'm Kirishima, he says softly, and that's Bakugo. You don't offer your name in return. Names feel too intimate, too permanent for whatever this moment is. Instead, you focus on his wounds, letting that same pink glow spread from your hands. His injuries are numerous but less severe, the kind of damage that comes from being the shield rather than the sword. Your quirk is incredible, Kirishima continues, his voice warm with genuine admiration. We could use someone like you, Bakugo adds, his voice lower now. Someone who has nothing to live for. Someone who can keep themselves and us alive. The offer hangs between you, dangerous and tempting. You should refuse. You should forget the way Bakugo's eyes burn when he looks at you. Should run from this basement and never look back. But you're tired of should. Tired of being the good daughter to an absent father. Tired of pretending that heroes haven't taken everything from you while giving nothing back. Teach me. You say instead, your voice steady despite the way your heart races. Teach me why heroes never win. Bakugo's grin is savage and beautiful. Oh, pretty thing. He purrs, stepping closer, until you're bracketed between them both. We're going to ruin you for the world of light. Kirishima's hand slides to the back of your neck, gentle but possessive. Or maybe you'll save us instead. You don't know which future awaits you, but as you stand between them, their blood clean from your hands, their wounds healed by your touch, you finally feel something other than emptiness. You felt alive. Thank you guys for listening. I hope you like this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and goodbye.